And now, it's time to sit back and enjoy the Two True Freaks Internet Radio Broadcast.
Chain Gang. I hear they're terrific.
Woo! Quote the Raven, nevermore.
The irresistible force meeting the immovable object. Look at the size of the giant.
People, if you can survive. If I let you,
you will rest in peace.
Give me a hell yeah! I said give me a hell yeah!
Delete! 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 Delete!
You can call this the New World Order of Wrestling, brother! And if you're not done with that, then he's got two words for you!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Get Back to the Wrestling. Finally, there's a show on the internet about professional wrestling. Now, this is another freestyle edition, ladies and gentlemen, so there's no games, there's no wrestling review of some major pay-per-view. No one's sleeping through a pay-per-view like I often do. No one's going to, jerk around Sami Zayn in a main event and make you all get hyped up and then pull it out from underneath you. No, today, ladies and gentlemen, we're here to talk Go Fight Pal. You have heard me talk about Go Fight Pal many a time, the official Go Fight Pal, the official card game of Get Back to the Wrestling. Well, I have the commissioner himself, Eric Konecne. Oh, I screwed it up. I screwed up your last name, Eric. I'm really sorry. So I was trying to go big and over the top. Eric, introduce yourself. I'm sorry, brother.
I am the commissioner of Go Fight Pal. My name is Eric Konecne. Close enough. I've had it spelled worse.
I'm sorry. I was trying to go over the top, but then my McMahon voice ran out on me halfway through it because I got to have the balls to do this. Anyway, so we are here to talk about the new Kickstarter. Now, the new Kickstarter, the Go Fight Pal Rumble Kickstarter. Many of you, if you've been on not only the Get Back to the Wrestling's Facebook page, not only if you've been on the Go Fight Pal Facebook page, but if you've been on the actual Two True Freaks Cantina, I've been posting there as well. Our Cantina, Eric, just is where we kind of post. We have on Facebook, we have a presence obviously there besides Two True Freaks. Normally where we are on the internet. But we also have a presence there too, where we kind of talk about all different things and promote things and stuff like that. I've been pushing it there. I've been trying to let people, get it out there with the YouTube videos and stuff. But I figured it probably is the best to get it right from you. Let's hear about this new Kickstarter, because this is a very different Kickstarter than we've seen in the past from your company, which all the Kickstarters, by the way, folks, always pay off, always deliver, always on. They are outstanding. We've never had an issue ever with these, and I'm telling you, that's why I was so hyped when this new one was coming and the new idea. So, Eric, the floor is yours. Let us know about this Kickstarter.
What we've done in previous campaigns is everybody's had the same cards. It's always been a set. You've got like Champions of Time. It was for 54 cards in a tuck box. There's other cards with it. Everybody got the same cards. This time, we're doing wax packs. I found a guy that actually prints the wax packs. So we're doing common, uncommon, rare, foil, ultra rare, the whole 9 yards. We're doing, try not to forget it. We're doing the mail-ins with the
promotion, the redemption cards.
redemption cards. Yes, thank you.
Yep.
I was blanking. And those, we got arena cards for add-ons. We've got dice. We've got a really nice play mat that comes with an exclusive card. We're rolling out the red carpet with this thing. We're going places we've never gone before, and we're reaching new heights every day. It's just incredible. So yeah, basically in a nutshell, originally when I started this game, I wanted to do, I kind of wanted to do wax packs, have a collection of things with the mystery deal going on, and now we finally have the audience, I believe, and it's definitely proven that we have the audience. So that's what we're going for.
Awesome. And, folks, and Eric's correct. So this is something I think some people maybe don't know about this, Eric, and I don't, there's something called Fight Pass, which is a monthly, you get cards every month. A lot of games talk about, well, we'll get you something every month, and they don't really come every month. They maybe come, they do whatever. We literally get new cards every single month. Why? Because Eric has taken the time to plan things out and make sure he has stuff ready to go, so that each month you're getting new. If you subscribe to Fight Pass, which I do, and many others do, in fact, new cards are coming every month. So there's always new blood, new stuff coming in, different things. And so the game you can change up what's happening. There are some guys, and we see this on the message board, we see it online, who are literally playing with, all different cards mixed together. Some of us, are in different time eras. Some of us have mixed and matched. Some of us, wrestle women against men or fight women against men. Some of us do all these different things. The great part about Go Fight Pal, and I've espoused this before, but I just want to say it again, is that this is truly a community that says, hey, this game is for you to play. It's for you to enjoy. This shouldn't be stressful. You shouldn't be there stressing out about, well, maybe I should only wrestle, this guy against this guy. Like, no, you do what you want. The games play quick. They're family friendly. I just want to make sure I reiterate that, because some people hear fighting sometimes, Eric, and they think, oh, this isn't for kids. 100% this is for kids too. All right. It helps them with not only understanding probability when they're rolling dice, which is very important. I know I'm a math teacher. I'm a little biased. It helps them with reading, right? It helps them kind of make decision making. It helps them kind of like be able to follow the rules of a game and understand this. We have players who have been playing this game since, our girls are now older, because we're older too, but no one knows that, right? But our girls have been playing this game since they were little, right? Let's call a spade a spade. This game is a family-friendly game. This is a game that I literally, when I first got it, started playing with Haley. She was, how old were the girls? Maybe 6? How old? I'm trying to remember how old your girls were.
Paige would have been 7 when we started the game.
So
that's that's how it all developed. When she was 7,
right?
She wasn't understanding another game. So we mixed and matched some things and came up with our formula that we have now.
So by the time,
because Paige is 15 now, so
right.
we're going on 8 years. So
yeah, because I'm thinking Chloe and Haley are about they're both what? Is Chloe 12 yet? Because Haley's 12.
Chloe's 12.
Yeah. So
she turned 12 in October.
Right. So and Haley turned 12 in November. Our girls were born very close to that. So this is what it is. This is us dads, who've known each other from other things, right? And having our daughters play with us. And you're saying, well, but I have sons. You think your son won't enjoy this? My nephews and my nieces love this game. They all love this game. We literally were we were on a family vacation with my brother and his family, my parents, and obviously my family. We were at Kalahari, the water park, like Great Wolf Lodge, at Kalahari, or whatever. And every night we were there, they're like, are we playing the wrestling game tonight? I'm like, after we clean up from dinner and you get all your showers done, we can play. And we would play this game for hours at a giant table, just dice and cards, and we just had so much fun. And that's what the great part about Go Fight Pal is. Because this game is family friendly, because this game isn't ultra violent or ultra, you're not bogged down in 10 different charts and turn to page 17 and jump to here and it's got to be this chart and that and the other thing. It's accessible to many people. Now, the one compliment I can give you is this, Eric, and I obviously it's with your children is playing is one thing, but I can get Kelly to play this game. My wife to look up from her phone is a very rare thing, but she will play with Haley and I sometimes the craziest three-way dances you've ever seen in your entire life, and the hooting and the hollering, and what happens? No one's mad at the end. Haley gets mad when she doesn't win sometimes because she's like, the Galaxy guy should win every time, even though I think he should never win. But that's another story for another day. We get to the point where we're all having a good time. We're laughing. We're, smiling. You have good memories of this. That's one of the great parts about this. And this Kickstarter, this new Kickstarter, is so unique compared to the other ones because you're not going to get the exact same cards. When my box arrives with the, what did I order? 26. I'm going to have I think 125 packs of cards coming. I think that's how many I have in my order currently right now. When they get here, and you all are going to watch me start unwrapping some of these, not all of them, because we don't have 9 hours of me unwrapping cards online. That would be boring. But when you start looking at what's there, what comes in my pack and what pack Haley opens and what pack, let's say, my brother opens or whoever, they're not going to be the same card. So you're going to be like, okay, who's got this card? Let's start looking at, is there going to be, we'll start trading cards. We'll start getting into all those things that for those of us who are of certain age, and not to call Eric out, but him and I are of a certain age where we used to go get wax packs of cards and crack them open, right? Whether that was baseball, football, garbage pail kids, the A-team, whatever other, Indiana Jones and like the Temple of Doom and all these other crazy things. This is the kind of stuff we did when we were younger. And I know that when we did the Black Friday, the mystery packs for Black Friday, right? Haley was excited to open those. She was like, this is so cool. We don't do this anymore because nowadays, and be very honest, is that when you go to the store, I'm not saying like Pokemon and stuff because Haley doesn't play Pokemon. That still exists. But a lot of times it's adults buying up all of the whatever trading card it might be because there's a card in there worth like $500 and they're searching for it. You know what I'm saying? And for years as a Magic the Gathering player, I would open packs. I would go there, but I was going to a tournament and opening packs to build a deck. There's not a lot of fun. That's a different kind of enjoyment, but not the kind of enjoyment we're talking about here. So I really hope, folks, what I'm going to do is in the show notes, you'll see there'll be a link to go to the Kickstarter. I'll put it up on the YouTube. If you're interested in all of this, there's, again, some of you are thinking like, well, Jay, I don't really know. Do I really, I don't have any of the older sets. There's pretty much everything that you've ever made is still available, right? That's, it's not like there's a ton of stuff that, you can't get anymore. There's obviously, there's, female wrestlers, male wrestlers, there's creatures and monsters, there's guys in tights, there's all different kind of things. And the nice part is that the sets are not cost prohibitive, right? Some games, and again, I'm not throwing shade anywhere in particular, but some games it's like you're going to get 10 cards, it's going to cost you $30. Like, that's a lot of money. $30 for 10 cards. That's not the kind of price point we're looking here. The price point here are much more family friendly, much more about getting cards in your hand, much more about you getting a chance to actually play and enjoy Go Fight Pal. So, Eric, you and I talk all the time. Obviously we're texting and doing our stuff all the time. Is there anything I'm missing here about the? I think you did a great job telling us what's in the Kickstarter. I think people hopefully, who are listeners to not just get back to the wrestling, but are interested in maybe playing some games, do these kind of things. And I've said this openly. I very openly have said that literally Go Fight Pal has saved me more times than I can even imagine. There are times, and people know this, that I will be sitting, let's say, in a hospital somewhere, hooked up to a machine, whether it's a transfusion or chemotherapy or whatever, and you wind up having, I'm sitting there and I'm rolling out cards, and doctors are like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, I'm just enjoying myself. I'm enjoying my hobby, so I don't have to like think about the fact that I'm now sitting in the hospital. And I can't count the number of times that I can't count the number of times that I've had just enjoyment come from there. From this time on, just rolling out rolling out cards and just doing different kind of things. So like I said, if you're interested in this, please go check it out. There's the levels are not insane. We're not talking about tons of money, but and if you're interested in going and they'll to the website as well, where you can obviously go and see what's available. And obviously there's lots of YouTube of Haley and I playing a lot of times. Our buddy Grant will play as well. He's solo promoter. I'll give Grant a shout out on my pod. That's cool, right? Kind of thing. He's he does the same thing, and he'll show you when the new cards come in. Haley and I will do that. We just want to make sure that if you're interested in being part of this, if you're interested in being part of the Go Fight Pow community, that first of all, it's a very supportive and how to say this properly. I mean, it's a lot of, I'm not saying it's all dads, but there's a good number of dads in there. And we, think like that. We think about like, okay, like I want this to be inclusive. This is not an exclusive thing. I have in the past brought up the idea of bringing this into my high school as part of a gaming club. And it never was the issue of what the game was. It's always an issue of a high school, saying we can't pay this, we don't want to do this. But this is something, if I can ever get this in, I think I could get a lot of students to be interested in doing this. Why? Games are quick, 1 to 5 minute games that, usually in less than 5 minutes, you can play a number of different, battles. You can do your thing. There's all different kind of stuff. It's here for everyone. So, I don't want to ramble on forever because, again, like we said, this is a freestyle episode. We want to keep it, quick and in and out. But I wanted to make sure I gave Eric an opportunity to come on and promote his Kickstarter. I've backed it. My brother's backed it. All of our buddies are backing it. Again, if you're interested, please go check it out for $25. I'm trying to remember. I think that's I don't remember what 25 is. How many packs? I'm trying to remember.
You get 3 packs. You unlock all the stretch goals, so you'll get everything there. Everybody's, even since the beginning, since we got the $3,000, you get the checklist card, our stretch goal unlocked, 18 new cards that are not even made yet, and then so there's going to be 9 common cards, 2, 4, 6 uncommon cards new, and then 3, I believe, rare, ultra rare cards that are added to the initial 54. So we're up to like 72 cards in the whole set that you can get. There's let's say the checklist. We're going to get a booklet that's going to detail all the fighters and tell you the story that's going on. What else we got? We got, like I said, we got a couple of fighters that we've unlocked. I don't even remember. Everything's went so fast.
I'm saying, but for but for $25,
for $25, you can get all that.
All of that because literally,
you're getting way more. I'm probably losing money, but I'm okay because I'm happy for everybody to have stuff. But no, $25, you're going to get a whole. Yeah. I swear, because it's a shit ton.
Yeah,
that's a legal measurement here in Iowa, is a shit ton.
Well, the thing is, folks, and this is the great part about this, is that I'm saying, like, what other place you're going to get $25 with investment? Because originally, just even at 20, even before the stretch goals, even before you hit any goal, before we even sold $1, right? The $25 was a good investment. The stretch goals alone are more than worth $25 worth of stuff there. So Any little, if you're interested, try it out. That's $25 is not a bad dip your toe in kind of place. You get it, and before you know it, you're going to be hooked. And then you're going to be like, Jay, how did we not know this before? And I'm like, I don't know. I've been telling you because I don't ever shut up, kind of thing. So anyway,
we've
Eric,
got not only the cards that we're doing now,
yeah,
but if you're new to the game, you can back this thing, and you can add on. There's the 3 jump-on point sets, so you can get IFC 1. That's the first major story arc that we ever started with, the very beginning. You can go to Champions of Time, which is our 54 card. It's no longer in a box, but because that was just a special deal. But you can still get all the 54 cards that came with it. And then you can jump on to Lost Origins, which is kind of the arc that we're in now. So there's stuff that you can fill in between from the store. But right now, you can get those 3 sets for, I don't know, pretty cheap, because I took a whole bunch off just so you could have something to play with before. And the thing is, I'll ship them to you right after the campaign ends, so you don't have to wait for everything else. You can get in the game as soon as this ends and I get your address. And then you can get your stuff back. When you back it, you can get your stuff later. You get all the cards, all the other good stuff, like everybody else does.
So Eric, hang on with 1 sec there. So I want to make sure people understood that, right? Literally, one of the add-ons is to add on the 3 major jump-off points for Go Fight, like the IFC, Go Fight Palace Edge Universe. These are the 3 major jump-off points. Literally, this is the guy who's running the Kickstarter. He is going to physically himself mail you them. If you back it and you back the kick and you add that on, those will come to you as soon as it's done. We're not waiting months for the cards to be made. You will have cards in your hand. What other Kickstarter is willing to send you stuff like, no, everything's got to go at one time. It got to be at one time. No, this is what I'm talking about, folks. This is where we're at. Okay, this is why I believe in this. And yes, Eric and I have been friends for a long time, but I believe in this company. If I didn't believe in this company, I would not spend the amount of time, effort, and energy that I do promoting them, playing their game is just insane. Playing the game is just great. But I'm saying, how many videos have you come out? We're in the middle of what's called Mars Madness right now, which is the annual tournament. I mean, how many have we run of these, Eric? We've run like 4 or 5 of these at least. This is not a 5-minute excursion for me. This is time, energy, putting it all together. Haley and I playing the cards out. Why? Because we love this. So I don't know how else to sell it to you, ladies and gentlemen. What I can tell you is this, is that if I'm willing to put my time and effort into this, my brother's willing to put his time and effort into this. Obviously, this is a labor of love for Eric, because again, and I understand that, like, this is it, to be creative and get that out there and stuff. This is where we find joy. And if you find that you like playing games, and again, maybe you have never found that wrestling game, quote unquote. I know this isn't wrestling, it's fighting, but it's wrestling too, right? Maybe you've never found that wrestling game that just is the right balance. It's too many charts. It's too many this. It's not enough. It's not like ultra quick where it's just like one roll and you know who wins the match. Like this is to me is the perfect balance of where you will find your enjoyment. So, folks, I just want to say thank you very much to Eric for coming on. It's one of the things, as I say all the time, like, I mean, there are guys who, I call brother, and, you say, oh, yeah, no problem, brother, whatever. But like Eric is like, I mean, obviously, I think of Eric like an actual brother, because he is somebody who has not only been there for me when my family has needed him, but he's been there for me personally when I've needed him. And he's someone that I know I can trust at a moment's notice. I know this is somebody I know that I've always had. He's had my back, and I hope he's felt that I've always had his back. And now I'm just saying this is someone I know. This is something that I believe in. I wouldn't be here talking about this if I didn't believe in him and his company and everything about him. So I just want to say thank you so much. I want to say thank you, Eric, for everything you've ever done for me, and for the stuff we're going to do together, because we do a lot of creative stuff together at times. And sometimes I need to be reined in, kind of thing. And sometimes we need to get out there and be crazy, right? So,
that's right.
But thank you so much, Eric, for coming on. Of course, I will put all the links and stuff in the notes. If you're interested, I'll make sure I put the store itself in the notes as well. If you're interested, hit them up. on Facebook, look for Go Fight Pow right on Facebook. Just Google it. Not Google it. You want Google on Facebook. That's weird. Go on Facebook and search it. It'll come up. I'm always posting in there. On the Get Back to the Wrestling site, we're always, talking about this stuff. You'll see the video. So, Eric, I want to say thank you very much, brother, for being on with me, and for sharing with us, and for, again, undertaking this insane idea that we're going to run this giant Kickstarter compared to what it could have been a very safe. We could have just done the same thing again, right? You could have very easily just done another 52 cards and been done, right? But this is,
that's right.
Got to go big, right?
You
go
guys
big.
wouldn't let me stop. You guys wouldn't let me stop.
So, all right.
The hardest part's not this. The hardest part is I got to employ my child labor when this gets done, because we're hand packing these sets on our own, or the packs on our own. I'm gonna have how many ever packs I end up with at the end of this all. I'm gonna run a randomizer, and it's gonna tell me pack one and what cards are in it, all the way down to the last pack. They're all that's how they're going to be randomized, and my kids are going to help me pack these, and they're going to end up calling child services on me, or they're going to end up having a mad respect for things that go on in the Postal Service.
Understand this, ladies and gentlemen. Eric, I love Eric. Eric's kids are great, and there's I've watched them grow up from babies to now being teenagers, because good Lord, because we have teenagers, Eric. I mean, we think about that, right? Well, mine's are technically a preteen, but she's going on 40. To think that, like, they started out literally, I think you and I were texting each other while we were changing, like you were changing Chloe's diaper and I was changing Haley's diaper, and we were talking about just ideas. Think about that, right? All those years ago. We're just, our babies were babies. And we were talking about it wasn't even Go Fight Pal. It wasn't even IFC. It was just ideas of a game, maybe down the road sometime. That's how long we've been doing this. So, folks, I am proud to be a staunch member of the Go Fight Pal community. I am proud of everything that Eric's done. I'm going to support him. I'm going to be here for him. Please show him some love, show him some support. We would always appreciate it. All right. Eric, as always, thank you so much for your time tonight. I know life is hectic and crazy for all of us, but thank you so much for being on. Folks, go check it out. So next time, folks, I know we keep talking about stuff. Luke, the hero, Chris, the hair metal hero, Chris Tyler, and I are always in discussions and stuff about what shows are coming and what we're doing. A lot of positive feedback we're getting here. Everything you guys do and the support you show us is always great. Thanks for the downloads and the listens. So, like Eric, thank you again for being on, brother. Like we say here, folks, at Get Back to the Wrestling, we'll see you at the matches.
At the matches.
Night, brother.
Good night.
Are you going to take care of Ron Killens?
What kind of disgusting, despicable lack of respect is that Billy What's-His-Name show booking a match for the total package Lex Luger and Super Brawl? Super Saturday? What is it? I don't know what it's called. What is it called?
Super Brawl Saturday.
Super Brawl Saturday? Can he afford to pay me to wrestle Ron? I don't know. I'm one of the biggest legends and stars ever in God! And your t-shirts are too tight too, Billy! And you book a match with me against Ron Killens? Look at me! I'm a total package! I will rip him apart! I'm pissed now!
No, don't you walk away from me, Daniel. Don't you walk away. I'm the one that loves the fans. I'm the one that loves everyone and everything. You're the one that gets up and walks away every single time. You're the coward. Will you stop?